Alright, here we go. This is a custom 1v1 on Duel between the green player in the upper left-hand corner, BonGeBon, in the newly remodeled, I guess, Black Ops Striker, and his opponent, the blue player in the bottom right-hand corner, FatAsianKing, in the same mech but blue version here as the blue player. And we do have the pretty standard builds here. There are no levelers or anything. This is a pretty classic 1v1. BonGeBon does have rollers with his striker, so it's not necessarily common, but not necessarily uncommon either. FatAsianKing has decided to go with boomers, and he does have honeypots, which do now work off sockets, so that is a little bit different. People have been using them very similarly to how ratchets were used before. They cannot move, obviously. They are a turret-type socket-powered unit, however, not necessarily socket-powered because they don't require socket. And BonGeBon taking a quick scout, might try to get this, almost got that Buster, actually. Completely undefended Buster, definitely really vulnerable without any healing units or any mech support, but he is not able to kill any of those busters. Is coming with bomb, so let's see if that's actually enough to do it. Does go for one and does actually get this kill. Kills one zipper, so actually technically a little bit ahead right now. Just queuing up some bombs and some dillos, but FatAsianKing pretty much guarding this pretty much exactly how you need to. Queuing up these flackers. Oh, not just queuing up, but bringing them out of his queue. And BonGeBon, too much damage going down by those flackers, and gets killed in the air by FatAsianKing. FatAsianKing actually just sitting there getting hit by that Dillo, and getting hit again, almost getting killed. Okay, really, yeah, just needs to fly away. Wow, that was really close. And now BonGeBon coming with more bombs, queues up a roller in that pause, and does drop it to kill a flacker, and actually does, holy crap, that's really close, but does get away. And now FatAsianKing is the one slightly in danger, but no AA or anything like that threatening him in the area, so does fly away squeaky clean. Not necessarily squeaky clean, but doesn't get killed. So a roller coming out for BonGeBon does set that, I think, on capture. At the very least, he might have set it on attack, but you know, just to get it to move on its own, to not have to micro it with an extremely slow moving, you know, when it is in cargo and you aren't like a level 8 paladin or something like that, it does take quite a while to move. BonGeBon does have this roller finally up at the front lines to defend for his Dillos, and now FatAsianKing starting his mid fight as well, moving some honeypots up with his Longhorn. No more busters out on the field for FatAsianKing, however. I would expect him to come up with a couple more busters, especially because it is a really great support for your main army, you know, as long as you have them positioned correctly. And BonGeBon actually losing two of those Dillos to the neutrals there. That roller really not tanking the damage like he would really want, controlling it in place so it does rotate and does not, you know, doesn't just wander away, so it does create a really good kind of, not necessarily a wall, but like a dummy, kind of like the turtle. But FatAsianKing with some zippers, BonGeBon completely ignoring it. FatAsianKing will be able to take down that moneymaker, but BonGeBon dropping a bomb, able to kill a zipper, I think, not really worth it. I don't really know if he planned on, you know, continuing that attack, but does follow FatAsianKing to the ground, and we do have quite a small transform battle, and BonGeBon, I think, missed with those missiles. Oh no, not able to finish off FatAsianKing in the air there, and they will part ways for now. But FatAsianKing with more zippers. BonGeBon brings some creeps to retake this outpost, but it won't really be able to, yeah, okay, so none of the zippers kill any of the infantry or knock the bulbs down, so those creeps were able to retake this outpost, and those jackals will definitely be enough to kill those zippers, probably before they, before they actually neutralize that outpost or knock any bulbs down. So we do see BonGeBon pushing up a little bit further than FatAsianKing. All the neutrals in the mid, though, are pretty much gone, I think. Yeah, except for those mines. So now we will start to see a battle just between the two players' units. A honeypot going down on a socket that's not powered by anything, but that's okay. That's completely fine. But now BonGeBon starting a little bit earlier. Oh, moving his roller. Let's see if he can actually get that in place. He does set it on patrol, rotating. Rotating there, so it is taking all that damage, so really needs to start moving up his Dillos. No, just not. I guess it's really tempting to shoot at those Longhorn that are smoking black, yeah, but I would really like him to, oh, and now his roller is gone, so really needs to either make another one, or pull back a little bit. FatAsianKing will be able to snipe this Dillo if, yes, BonGeBon not saving it in time. But more fixers coming out for BonGeBon. I don't think this is really going to be very good. A bunch of Dillos against a really nice line of Busters and Longhorn. It's really, it's just not going to work, especially because this is a really nice perpendicular sideways line. BonGeBon getting killed in the air by those flackers. But yeah, because this is a very perpendicular crossing the T kind of line, and these Dillos are pretty much kind of straight line, not really, you know, not really spread out very well, not really drawing the fire onto different units there from the blue. Oh, and FatAsianKing almost getting killed. BonGeBon not swooping in to get that kill. Does miss that chance to get that kill on FatAsianKing, but now dropping a lot of stuff. This is definitely not going to be enough. Dropping some bombs, dropping some Dillos. Everything is dead. There are too many blue units sitting here in the area. This outpost goes back down to neutral, and now FatAsianKing with those Busters that he did save, and BonGeBon trying to shoot in and kill what he can using that Nikolai Striker. Very, you know, I guess custom matches are definitely a place to experiment, but BonGeBon getting killed by FatAsianKing on the way out there. Not able to land and dance fast enough to avoid his fire, and now BonGeBon will lose this mid. Not necessarily lose the mid. He didn't actually have the mid, but he'll pretty much lost every single unit that he had at the mid. And now FatAsianKing with a humongous advantage. It is a 50 to 70 upkeep difference right now. And now BonGeBon with two Dillos down here at the bottom. Let's see where they go. Obviously, he's going to set them to... no, not obviously. He might be setting them to capture, but really low on health. Got caught with those missiles from FatAsianKing. Is forced to lift off and transform, but FatAsianKing lifting off just in time. Not just in time, but in time to kill BonGeBon. In his liftoff, and is here at the front door in time as well to get this defense off with these Longhorn against these Dillos coming. BonGeBon coming out back to the fight now, but just with a queue of Dillos is not really going to work very well against this already solidified mid that FatAsianKing owns. Trying to catch him in the act there, but FatAsianKing does grab that Longhorn before BonGeBon can really inflict any damage on it. And FatAsianKing could actually even move out. There are a lot of this Longhorn sitting there at the mid for him, and you know, supplemented with a lot of Busters. BonGeBon only has a couple of Dillos. Well, actually has a good amount of Dillos, but I think he can even send it to Bonji's fort, which only has a Flacker and a Jackal supporting. He can send some. He can definitely, at the very least, send some, and that will cause BonGeBon a lot of trouble. He will have to defend. He will be forced to defend, and it will give FatAsianKing an opening to attack something else. But now just doing some harass. It is a 1v1, so you can't really, you know, you do have to rely on just yourself to send out whatever distractions you can, and FatAsianKing just straight up harassing almost very, very close there, but did have enough distance on BonGeBon to avoid that death. And BonGeBon has a big stack of Dillos out here. FatAsianKing dropping some zippers for that close. Not able to kill a Moneymaker yet. BonGeBon does save that one in time, and FatAsianKing will retreat here after leaving his zipper behind, but does kill that mine. That can be dangerous. If you have mid, it's probably a good idea to kill that mine, just because it will, you know, any units next to it, that mine can easily be set off by an AirMech. And that is the sound of zippers at the front door. BonGeBon might not know what those are. He might think that they are Longhorn, but at the rate that his life is going down, he can pretty much tell that those aren't really threatening, and the sound has stopped. So those zippers were pretty much a waste of credits for FatAsianKing, who is starting to move out now. At the same time, BonGeBon is moving in with rollers and Dillos, so that is very, very interesting here. Let's see if anything can actually happen. It does look like the majority of BonGeBon's Dillos are going to be killed. In the meantime, FatAsianKing has quite a line of Longhorn and Flacker that BonGeBon will definitely have to come back and respond to. Now has to deal with wandering creeps. In the meantime, FatAsianKing will start to move more units forward. Going for the damage, prioritizing the damage, and BonGeBon, does get killed in the air by FatAsianKing. Really needs to spend money on respawn at this point because there are so many tanks at his front door doing a lot of damage, and now FatAsianKing calling out the GGWP. BonGeBon not respawning yet, but yes, does get killed before he comes back. Had a full queue of Dillos, but not coming back in time. BonGeBon taking the defeat. FatAsianKing grabbing this 1v1 custom victory on Duel over BonGeBon in that Nikolai Striker. interestingly enough. So guys, if you have any replays, send them in at ruy0x@gmail.com or message me on Steam and RUI. Check out my video descriptions. I say the exact same things over and over. Maybe I should start trying to think of like creative stories or something like that to keep you enticed to listen to the end of this, to listen to the end of these videos. But please follow my Twitter and give Uncharted a +1 on his work. And if you haven't already, click that link that says, I forget exactly what I called it, but it's Knomo's AMAna, however you want to pronounce it. It is a replay organizer, viewer, sorter, however you want to put it. It will allow you to figure out what replay is what, so you can send in those games that you either watch or play that you think might be a good feature here on my channel. So again, guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.